Hey everyone, thanks for being tuned in to KPOV 88.9 FM, your high desert community radio in Bend, Oregon. I hope you're having a good day. This is Stacy Dredd, Galactic Ambassador in the cosmic community. Our astrology program here every Tuesday, 4:30 to 5 p.m., where we discuss the planetary and lunar influences, how we may be able to work with these energies and live within the cycles to be in harmony with the universe and create a more benevolent life for all. Thank you very much for making time and space in your day to receive this message. Or if you are listening on the archive or need to access this program this week later on, you need to come back and study up a little bit more on the things that are discussed. And you can do that by listening to the archive at kpov.org. You can find the local shows and programming tab. Click on the cosmic community and see the last week's program. So this week in the astrology, we are coming in, bringing this message in on July 19th from the Pacific coast of the United States. And we have a very transitional week. It's, sort of a changing of the guard kind of week where there's enough shifts from the planetary entities as above, so below. We feel these energies and shifts. And so I'm going to be diving into this week's astrology right now. So on July 19th, we have Mercury, the energy of our mind. This is Mercury represents how we think, our transportation, how we get from place to place, the energies that we need to think and use critical thought. And the energy of Mercury has been in Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. We are finishing up with the sun in Cancer this week. And so we've very much been thinking about Cancerian things with Mercury in Cancer. And Cancer is all about the home, the mother. Cancer represents the womb and the relationship of the mother with the child. This is very much a nurturing type of energy. Cancer is absolutely the most nurturing and motherly of all the energies in the zodiac. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we've been working with Mercury in Cancer for the last couple of weeks. And this has really put us in a situation where every 2.5 days, we've been switching our emotions and our mental state with the moon. And so Mercury leaving Cancer into ingressing into Leo, leaving this emotional moon-oriented sign, going into a fire sign. And Leo has so much courage and strength that we get to tap into. Mercury can now, our mental state, our mind can now sort of be freed up from the emotions that we've been feeling over the last couple of weeks. And Leo is very much a heart-centered energy. We are going to be talking about this a lot because the sun is entering into Leo this week also on Friday, July 22nd. So this week brings us the shift from the emotional, watery, nurturing state into our strength, into a more initiative, action-oriented energy. A fire sign that's going to really light us up. But on its way Mercury, on its way out of Cancer, made an opposition with Pluto really, really early in the morning this morning. And so if you were last night and this morning in a really sort of deep transitional feeling, this is because these energies of Pluto really give us rebirths. Pluto brings us the opportunity to put to bed some thought, most likely, because we are working with Mercury here. And maybe we woke up this morning with just a new way of thinking. And so Mercury will be in Leo for a couple weeks, moving very quickly. Another energy that is shifting is on July 19th also. Chiron is going retrograde. I've spoke a lot about Chiron and what Chiron represents because we've been having a lot of direct conjunctions. The planets have been moving over the top of Chiron. First it was Venus, and then it was Mercury, and then it was Mars, and the moon is doing it today. We have the moon conjuncting with Chiron, and Jupiter very close into Chiron right now. I'm going to be making a conjunction soon next also. So Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron represents those immortal wounds that we carry with us from life to life. And these are our cosmic wounds. You can find out, where Chiron is in your birth chart, and know what your sort of greatest wound, but also what your superhero power is going to be once you master that Chiron in your chart, because Chiron's the wounded healer who does end up being healed, and through the healing process learns some beautiful bit of information, and then turns around after going through this transformational process within our wounds, turns around and then becomes a teacher for everybody else and has a special knowledge about that type of wound and that type of experience, and then offers up that experience and those lessons that were learned to others at that point. And so that's why it's like our superhero power, because it's like something that was like ultimately, quote unquote, holding us back, a wound. We think of like, this big open gaping wound, limping around and debilitated, but through going through that process is what wakes us up, right? And speaking of awakenings, we have the shifting energy of so many awakenings right now, because I discussed this on last week's show a little bit, but it's really coming into play this week. It's actually exact on July 26th, but we are so close and have been the conjunction of Uranus with the North Node. And this is happening at 18 degrees of Taurus. So folks that have a lot of Taurus energy or are working with Taurus themes in their lives, this is going to definitely be affecting, that area of your life around 18 degrees of Taurus. And Uranus is the great awakener. This is like when we have a sudden awakening, a sudden shift, a sudden moment that maybe surprises the hell out of us. It comes out of nowhere. Uranus being the planet of spontaneity, the planet of change. And so not only are we getting these great awakenings, but they're causing great changes and shifts in our lives. The North Node represents the things that we are bringing into our life, the things that are fated to come in. The South Node represents then the things that are going out, and the South Node is hanging out at about 19 degrees of Scorpio right now. So if you feel as though maybe you're not having a lot of things enter your life right now, you can look to the South Node, and maybe you're working with the South Node and are seeing things exit your life through that 19 degree Scorpio point right now. 444 all over my clocks here. This is Stacey Dredd, Galactic Ambassador in the Cosmic Community. I appreciate your support. Oh my gosh, getting a little choked up. I appreciate your support so much, more than you know. I love this program and I love this station, and I am going to be getting a surgery. I'm getting a couple of the discs in my neck replaced, artificial disc replacement this week. And so I am going to be out from this program and away from this beautiful KPOV space that I love so much for at least 3 weeks. So I just wanted to give a fair warning. I don't know why it's a warning, but that I'm going to be gone for a few weeks. You're going to be hearing some encore, the encores of some great Cosmic Community programs that I have produced in the past. So I really, really appreciate the opportunity to have a healing moment in my life. And I mean, in my chart right now and over the past couple of months, as I've been diagnosed with these blown out discs and stuff, I've had a lot of Chiron passes in my chart. And the actual week that I was scheduled for this surgery, I had Mercury retrograding over Chiron in my chart at the 29 degree point of Gemini. And it's just amazing. I mean, as above, so below. Like, I feel perfectly in cycle and in tune with the universe right now. And I just love and appreciate all the support so much. So enjoy the encore programming here on the Cosmic Community over the next few weeks. You know, there are some planets going retrograde. Like I said, Chiron this week. We're going to be moving into Leo season, and then Venus is going to be coming into Leo. So we're going to be shifting out of all this Cancer energy. By the time we come around to, by the time we come around to like August 22nd, when we get to Virgo season, you know, we're going to have a big shift of out of all of this emotional energy, and we're going to be moving into more of that strong, courageous Leo energy. I mean, just think of the lion over the next month. Just, you know, stand in front of your bathroom mirror and take all of your cool, like water, like those pens that you can wash off on the mirror, and just draw like a huge lion's mane around your head, and like put like the black nose, like the cat nose on yourself, and just like picture yourself as the courageous lion. And that energy is coming in so strong. I guess maybe that's why I'm feeling so courageous about moving into this next experience that I'm going to be having too. So, as I mentioned, on July 22nd, we have the sun moving into Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun energy. And so we can really come in to our own expressive understanding, you know, this fiery expression. It's very heart-centered. Leo represents the heart. And so always be asking your heart the questions too. If you're coming to a situation over the next month where you're going, oh my gosh, I'm just like really having a hard time getting grounded and finding my courage around this, finding my strength around this, just know just to come back to your heart, and feel your heartbeat, even like beat on a little drum to the heartbeat, and really come back to that. The sun is the center of our solar system, and it's the reason why our solar system exists, that our planet exists, that we exist. So I wanted to talk just a little bit more about this really strong Leo energy that we're moving into, because it is ferocious, right? I mean, the lion is courageous and has that beautiful mane that we discussed, and is a fascinating, beautiful, strong creature, but also can, take anything down in Africa, right? Top of the food chain there. So we're talking about a strong, overbearing, ferocious energy also. And so, we just need to know how to keep that in check, right? Because we should know that when we are when you get over the top and you're emotional and you start speaking from emotion and your voice starts getting really high and we're like, like nothing really gets across, right? It's not your fault, and it's not my fault that people don't really hear that. It's biological that at that point we're not like a rational kind of we need to make sure that we keep a little bit of that rationality to us and a balance between that and our heart, right? The heart-centeredness and that rationalness, maybe even rationalness maybe rational is not the right word. Discernment might be a better word. How to discern better, when that ferocious energy is necessary, when and how to use that. Because, we're talking about an energy that is available to us right now, right? And with this North Node Uranus conjunction, I was just talking to a friend this morning about how it feels like literal lightning bolts coming out the fingers, it is, Uranus is tied into our nervous system and very much rules the thunder and lightning. So lightning bolts, quick zaps of energy, electricity we could be seeing over the next month, while we also have Mars going to be joining the North Node and Uranus at the 18-degree point in Taurus. So this is a point to watch. This is a point in all of our charts where something is going to be revealed. Something is going to have active change at this 18-degree point of Taurus. This is a once-in-a-lifetime energy because of the triple conjunction between Mars, Uranus, and the North Node. This triple conjunction will not happen again in our lives. And so this is going to be a shifting point. A lightning bolt comes down and strikes our life, and things shift and everything changes from that point on. So, another thing that I wanted to say about Leo before I went off on that tangent was that Leo energy is all about being ourselves too. So we're talking about leaving the Cancerian energy. We've come home to ourselves during Cancer season. We've nurtured ourselves. We've seen where we needed to mother ourselves and be soft with ourselves. And then we enter after being very vulnerable and very emotional, we enter this strong, courageous, ferocious energy of Leo. And we've come home to ourselves, but don't forget to continue to be yourself, to remember to take off the masks. Leo is all about being yourself. So, that message has been coming through really strong, especially since we have Mercury, the Sun, and then Venus joining them soon. Next week, we are going to have on July 28th, we are going to have on the same day of the Leo new moon, Jupiter turning retrograde, and then sort of looking ahead, we leave into Virgo season. Mars then shifts out of Taurus and into Gemini. Mercury moves in, just blasts through Virgo and into Libra by the end of August. And so when I get back, we're going to have a lot of things to talk about, y'all, because I'm going to have to catch up on some of the astrology with you. But if you are curious at all to just sort of reach out to some other astrologers, like while I'm, not here to give you the current report, I would recommend Pam Gregory. She's awesome. Anne Ortley, another one that I listen to. Anything that Astrology Hub does. And you can always get a hold of me at the Cosmic Community at kpov.org. I'll be available via, some of those electronic methods after I get on my healing journey. So, thanks for being on this journey with me. And, I hope that this message was helpful. And, I will be talking to you guys in a few short weeks. Take care of yourselves. Peace.